listening to LOA Recon with the Good Vibe Coach Jeanette Ma, where we dissect the ins and outs and the art and science of conscious creation, all intended to amp up your manifesting game. Let's have some fun together. So the other day I sent an email out asking everyone what I could do for you. How could I best support you? And by far and away, the most common response was more manifesting techniques. And guess what? I have one. Maybe you're already doing this, but if you're not, you should give it a shot, I think. I mentioned it to a client not too long ago, and I started practicing it myself, and I'm in love with this. So here's where it comes from. Conscious creators know that getting picky about our thoughts, that's the name of this game. It's learning to harness our attention in a way so that we're in alignment with what we want. We're pointed towards where we want to go. And that could be easier said than done, right? It kind of like reminds me of the reason I like this method so much is, you know how like when you're going to the grocery store and you're walking through the aisles, trying to remember why you're there, trying to remember everything that you were supposed to pick up. Whereas if you just have a list, it's an efficient trip. It works so much better if you just write it down. Maybe that's just me, but I've found that relying on my memory is not the best plan for grocery shopping or for harnessing my thoughts in a way that lines me up with what I want. And I know this stuff pretty well. I practice it pretty good too, I think. But if I can set myself up for any easier success, I'd just like to make it easy for myself. I want to automate it, not rely on my willpower or my awareness or my discipline to get to good feeling thoughts. So here's what I've been practicing. I got a little sticky note and I wrote down on it, what do I want? And I put it on the bathroom mirror. So that, because the first thing I'm doing as I'm washing my hands in the morning and I see that sticky note, what do I want? That's my cue to remind myself what I want. Because when I don't, sometimes, before I get out of bed, well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I got to get out of bed before I've done this. But as I'm standing there in front of the mirror, it's not unusual for my thought train to go something like, oh, what time is it? Is it time to start this day? How much sleep did I get? Man, that book gave me bad dreams. That was a creepy dream. Is that throw up on the floor? That's my thought train first thing in the morning. We could do so much better, right? I know I can do better. So when I got the sticky note on the mirror, instead, here's how it goes. Like, what do I want? Well, oh my gosh, you know what? Actually, I don't even have to tell you hypothetically because I just did it. I went to the bathroom before I started recording. And as I was washing my hands, there's a sticky note saying, what do I want? And I was like, I want to record an inspiring podcast. I want to have fun doing it. I want to rock this day. And as I was walking away, I added, I want to look good doing it because I got new pants. And I think I look pretty good in these new pants. Look. It's an easy way to turn the thoughts around to something more positive. If you haven't done this before, I highly recommend it. You might have heard me raving before about using sticky notes on the bathroom mirror as a method for practicing self-love. The one that I used to use, it's still actually up there, but it's not sticky anymore, so it's on the counter. It doesn't actually stick. I've been meaning to replace it, but it said, who do you love? When I saw that on the mirror and you're reading it while you're looking at your own reflection, it's a beautiful cue to start some self-love, just saying some nice things to yourself. Jack Canfield said he did that for 40 days in a row. After he brushed his teeth at night, he would just look in the mirror and say a couple of nice things to himself, the same way he would to his kids or one of his valued employees. Just a couple of nice things. And that's how he would wrap up his day. And he said 40 days of that practice and his negative self-talk disappeared, which I didn't even think was possible. I have not yet made it to a 40-day practice on that, but I know the power. I could feel the transformation from using that sticky note to get me in the habit of self-love, to thinking nice things instead of just letting your thoughts run rampant wherever they're going to go. Sometimes those thoughts are a little unreliable. We're so easily focused on what is, like, what's today? What do I got? What do I got to get? Just instead of something much better, there's such higher quality thoughts we could be plugging into, whether it's as we're starting our day or throughout the day. So I wanted to share this because I know that For many of us, our challenge is how to tame those gremlins that want to hijack our focus on what we don't want. Where if we let that go too out of control, that's where downward spirals come from until we course correct them. Or sometimes it's just, we just notice what is. We're so tuned into reality and we just create more of the same stuff. So this question seems to me a really powerful way to harness our attention towards what we want. And I think it can help us develop a discipline around those sorts of thought patterns. I know it sounds simple, but anyone who's been in this game knows that it's just our work is just one better feeling thought after another. That can transform a life. So I hope you get inspired to play with this. It's my super low-tech manifesting method. But it is what you asked for. And if you didn't reply to me because you didn't get my email, well, sign up for that. Over at my blog, there at the very bottom of it, there's a link where it says you could get my best manifesting tips in your inbox. Sign up there, and I'll send you some more. Thanks for listening, and happy manifesting, everyone.